Everyone, it's Alexis Cardoza.
What's up, everybody? It's the Wild Rhino Clark Connors from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I am here getting wild, drinking an 805.
Hey, this is Billy Starks.
Rip F and Bison. I ran out of booze.
Join us because we're drinking at Moe's. I am the fire starter, the Carney Killer. I am born to die, Jake Christ.
This is Bobby Olson. We're drinking at Moe's. You better hit like and subscribe.
All right, everybody, taking time out before we get this show started, that I want to thank Reaper Apparel for having Drinkin' at Moe's be a brand ambassador for their clothing line. They got good stuff. They got t-shirts, they got hoodies, they got beanies, they got lots of great stuff, encouraging everybody to break out of their comfort zone, live their best self, and hey, it's something I try to live every day. Now, be sure when you go and you're filling out your order, use the code Drinkin' at Moe's, get 10% off, and the link and the code will both be in the description. Let's fucking go. This is the Drinkin' at Moe's channel. This is my 2 cents where we go over different topics involving wrestling. You know, right now, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all the good stuff. Leave a review on the audio platforms because those algorithms are a pain in the ass. I gotta admit. And also, don't forget to gore that like button like you're right. All right, this one, it's gonna be another edition of Make It Stop. Now, like a lot of people, when Ring of Honor was bought and it was announced that they would be doing Ring of Honor programming, I was excited.
Oh, I was too.
I'm a big fan of Ring of Honor. I've had Ring of Honor talent on the interview podcast. And hell, I had the guy that used to own it. I had him on.
Mm-hmm.
But good God, let's just say right now, there's some indie shows that seem like they're just throwing together random matches. There's not a whole lot of meaning behind stuff, which, I mean, I think there's a lot of people that would agree with that. But here's the thing. Ring of Honor is pretty much doing the same goddamn thing right now. The only goddamn champion that seems to show up on a consistent basis is Athena. The only damn one. Now, there was a promo recently as of recording this where Eddie Kingston talked about wanting to be a champion that was actually going to show up, was actually going to defend the title, which it was filmed on Ring of Honor programming, so I'll give him that.
Mm-hmm.
But here is my thing, and I love Eddie Kingston. He's one of my personal favorites right now. The announcement that came out from him that this whole Continental Classic that AEW's got going on,
Mm-hmm.
that every match that Eddie Kingston has, he's going to be defending both the Ring of Honor and New Japan Strong titles. But then it's also been announced that the person that ends up winning the whole thing is going to be the Ring of Honor champion, the New Japan Strong champion, and now the AEW Continental champion. I don't get how, like, I know AEW's got a working relationship with New Japan. I don't get how they're doing this where their title is going to be constantly defended on programming that's not theirs. Although, hell, that's what they seem to do with. That's what AEW seems to do with the Ring of Honor titles. It seems like whenever they're fucking defended, they're defended on AEW programming. Samoa Joe, another one of my favorites, he would be defending the title, but 99% of the time, it was always on AEW programming. I can't remember the last time I saw the 6-man titles getting defended on Ring of Honor programming. Good Lord, what else? The pure title held by Shibata. I will not say a bad word about Shibata.
Nope.
Not one. And the commitments he has outside, hey, I get why that title hasn't really been seen much lately.
Mm-hmm.
But for the love of God, put your fucking titles on your goddamn show. I get, I get the idea behind, a title on AEW programming, draw attention to the, it'll bring attention to Ring of Honor programming. But here's the thing. Their programming is on their Honor Club subscription.
Mm-hmm.
People end up paying to have the Honor Club to watch the Ring of Honor programming. But then they start seeing that your fucking titles that you saw on the other programs aren't there. They're going to end up being like I was and just get rid of Honor Club.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of it. I'm like, why am I spending this much money to want to see the Ring of Honor champions on the damn show? And then the titles are constantly getting defended on your other programming. Done. Yeah.
I don't know how to
the last recording we did, the whole thing about me going on a rant, there's my rant.
Okay, so how long are the episodes on Honor Club?
I'm wanting to say they're about 2, but I've been
2 hours.
hearing
Okay.
anywhere between 1 hour and a half, 2 hours.
So I'm not on Honor Club. With the way things are with me, when am I going to find time to watch it? But if I was to use wrestling logic, honestly, I can't use wrestling logic because I don't know why the fuck. It's kind of like a couple years ago when WWE did their European tour. It was either European tour or doing one of the Saudi shows, and 80% of the roster got stuck.
Oh, yeah.
And it was right before a SmackDown. They were able to do something for Raw, but once SmackDown came around, the majority of the people were either on a plane coming over or still sitting in country. So the only thing they have to do is, hey, Hunter, can you bring up your entire roster from NXT? That'd be awesome. Oh, no. Survivor Series, we might be able to work that. So they bring the NXT roster up. And next thing you know, we've got the Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. That's about the only time you should bring your, and I'm going to use this, developmental brand to a main roster, complete with their titles. Now, granted, the only titles you saw on that SmackDown was the NXT title and I think the NXT Women's title. You didn't see any tag titles.
Baszler and Adam Cole. Yeah.
You didn't see the tag titles. You didn't see the North American title. You didn't see any other title. Okay, fine. So you could almost sit there and say, I've heard that Ring of Honor is supposed to be a developmental for AEW. That's a downgrade for Ring of Honor. I'm sorry. They're not a developmental. They are their own entity, and they should be treated as their own entity. The fact that you've got the fact that you pull up Ring of Honor, the TV show Honor Club, and you see 90% of the people wrestling on Honor Club are the people that they signed last year. That they don't have anything for on AEW. We're like, oh, well, show up on Friday and we'll put you on Honor Club. Or whenever they tape. My ears itching, sorry.
I think they tape the Ring of Honor stuff along with Collision.
Okay. Either way, show up. We'll put you on Honor Club and go from there. Speaking of Honor Club, for those of you that are sitting there creaming in your jeans, and yes, I said creaming in your jeans because you saw on Facebook that Ronda Rousey showed up on Ring of Honor and made her debut. It's a one-off. That's it.
They say they'd be open to more, but yeah, it was a one-off.
It's a one-off. He didn't sign. It was a tag match, and from what I've understood, it was a tag match. And Marina Shafir, or as I like to call her, Mrs. Neckstrong. And for those of you who don't understand that, look it up.
I'm
a tag team partner. They happen to be in California. Rousey's in California. She actually I think that weekend she had a indie show.
Revolver.
That's right. She was in Revolver. That's the discount code. She was in Revolver in California. She was there. Hey, Rhonda, can you come and do Honor Club? Sure, no problem. And then everyone's freaking the fuck out. Yeah, that's about it. But as far as the titles goes, yeah. To me, it's almost like, okay, so Samoa Joe was the TV champion.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore.
He relinquished it out of nowhere. I don't get it, but whatever.
Well, he relinquished it because he's going after the AEW title.
You can hold two titles at once.
There's always a reason. I know they want to crown a new champion, and I'm not sure how they're doing it, but they have a way. They're going to be doing something, and a majority of the people that I've seen that are going to be a part of this are all guys that were AEW, but mostly you see them on Ring of Honor. So whoever wins, it can almost guarantee that they're going to be on Honor Club. Eddie Kingston, for that matter. One of your personal favorites. He's growing on me. Just because of the way he is, because he's one of those where it's like, is he a good guy or a bad guy? He plays that kind of thuggish. And as far as the AEW Continental, have you ever heard of the New Japan Triple Crown? Apparently, from what I've read, that's what Tony Khan wants to use, the three belts. They want to make it as a Triple Crown. I get it, but if you're going to continuously show us how much of a boner you have for Japanese wrestling, call it New Japan Jacksonville.
Here's my only other thing with the Triple Crown, but AEW already has, let's see, 3 men's singles titles.
Yes.
They do not need another one. And here's my other thing that I was laughing when you made the comment with regards to people getting excited about Ronda Rousey in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I had the song from that Saturday Night Live group Lonely Island stuck in my head.
Oh,
Jizzed in my pants. You talking about creamed in your pants? I'm like, oh my god.
oh,
Just
it's gonna
seems
get
reasonable.
worse. I tell you that right now.
Oh god, yep. I got that stuck in my head now. I'm gonna have to.
Well,
Damn
thank you for that. Now it's stuck in my head. At least it took over for Electric Callboy. So
I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about there.
do you want me to tell you about it?
No,
No.
no, no.
But guess what? We're gonna have fun on a drive to Des Moines. That's for damn sure.
Oh god.
Do you have XM? I hope so. I'm kidding.
No, I don't.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I won't subject you to it because I got subjected to it twice and it's been stuck in my head for 2 weeks.
Oh god. Yep, I don't need that. I don't need that.
But those of you that hear this that know about Electric Callboy, you can sit there and tell them that, yeah, sure, he should listen.
Yeah, nope.
Comment
Not
on
doing
that.
I will personally make it a point not to look that one up. All right. Well, I've had my rant. I don't have anything else to say on it.
Are you ready for me? I'll make this quick.
Go ahead.
Okay, so here we are. We are recording. It is a Wednesday. It's actually the day before Thanksgiving. I'm not sure when this one will come out, but happy Thanksgiving. It is 11 days after Veterans Day. 12 days for you crayon eaters. Happy birthday. So, one of my stop it moments is when I look at Facebook. When I'm sitting there pulling up Facebook on my little phone here, and I see all the indie promotions. I follow like 10 of them, I think. There's a couple of them I follow. Or I just follow one page and it's got a bunch of, East Coast and Florida, whatever. But they always have, Veterans Day was on Saturday. That's prime time for a lot of shows to do for promotions, do shows. So build up to these shows, they always have the poster. Hey, this is what we're doing. This is who we're going to have. If you are a promoter, I don't know who's a promoter that's going to listen to this. Maybe you're a wrestler that's going to listen to this. Maybe you're somebody that's going to listen to this that knows a promoter. Do your veterans a favor. Do not, and I will say this, do not put a discount code for your Veterans Day show for everybody to use and say you're going to support the veterans that go to your show. Yes, it's great. You put it Vets 2023. You take 10% off your price. Awesome. Guess what? I'm a veteran. I've got a purple heart hat right here. I'm a veteran. So if I go and put in Vets 23 and I go to see a show, guaranteed there's some dude that's used the same damn code but didn't join because he realized his balls aren't big enough. Okay? Don't do that. Don't put a code up there. Just say, hey guys, check it out. We're doing a Veterans Day thing. If you're a veteran, and I've only seen one company do this, if you're a veteran, show us your ID, show something, and we'll take care of you. Free merch, free drink, free food if your venue does that. Just something. Just say, hey, guys, thank you for what you do. But don't let Joe Blow sit there and just take up something that he doesn't want, that he didn't do. I'm sorry. That was my rant.
No,
Don't do it.
I can agree. My whole thing, if you want to have it to that point, here's my stance. If you do it, just have it be the cheaper price for everybody. Have a freaking Veterans Day themed show, but don't have the discount code that's just going to be for everybody. Just make it a flat fucking price for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to make it a Veterans Day thing, do something for veterans, then have it be like, show your ID at the door, like some form of proof of service, and then something happens for you at the venue. Like, you get part off your ticket if you're buying at the door. Something like that. But yeah,
or like I said, a drink,
when it's for everybody
food,
and you're when it's like you're just having it for everybody, it's like, okay, just make it a military themed show and just leave it at that.
and on top of that, you know, I don't know if everyone does this. Shit, they always have intermissions. Why not, you know, intermission? Hey, if you're a veteran, stand up. And then everyone do that. Recognize your veterans. Don't recognize Joe Blow down here because he got to take 10% off his purchase price. I've had enough. I've dealt with enough jackasses that would wear a veteran hat. The closest they came to being a veteran is when they drove on the highway going by a basic training. That's it.
Or they're one of those that they went through MEPS, but they got to the medical part and they got disqualified. You don't count as a vet if that is what happened. Fuck you if you think otherwise.
Or one of those guys that got a boner and went to doctor, shoved a finger up there. But that's beyond the point. So you just don't do that. Because Mo knows I'm with service organizations. I take care of vets. I see shit like this and I just go in there and go, why?
Yep.
Seriously, why?
Yep.
I don't get it. You know, I kind of get it because you're trying to make money. You're trying to bring people in. If you give them a discount code, they'll pay more. You'll get more people in. Okay, fine. But now, what are you going to do for the veterans? Because it was actually for the veterans. It makes no sense. It's like wiping before you poop. It don't make sense. Unless you're sweaty, but we won't go there.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about swamp ass. All right. All right. Well, that is about all I have for this one.
That's all I got.
All right. So we forgot on the last one. If you have a topic that you want covered, you want to hear us rant about something, feel free to leave it in the comments section, leave a review. Hell, follow the social media accounts, which I will leave a link in the description of the episode. Message me on there. I respond right away to pretty much every message I get, which, it's been a light week for those right now, but I respond right away. We will even give you the shout out and credit for giving us the topic.
Yes, sir.
That is about it. Let's fucking go.
Go Army.
Fuck you. Go Navy.